Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alien Special Part 2. Today we're going to be looking at two first-person shooter games. We're looking at Alien Trilogy on the PlayStation 1 from 1996 and the Atari Jaguar Alien v Predator from 1994. I'm a massive fan of first-person shooters, so I'm really looking forward to getting into these games. And if you didn't watch last time on our Alien Special, you missed the Aliens arcade machine and the Alien v Predator arcade machine as well, but I'm sure you're smart enough to go through the playlist and find them yourself. So let's prepare ourselves to go back to space where no one can hear a scream and take on more xenomorphs. So first of all guys, I want to apologise about the choppy audio. I'm having problems with my output lead. So as you can see, the game starts up with the option of being an alien, a predator and a marine, which nowadays is the standard with the Alien v Predator first person shooter games. Back in the day that was something different. Bear in mind this came out when Doom was very much still king of first person shooters. So it added something different. One of the things I realised with this game going forward was that it's an open map. Providing you've got the right key, you can go anywhere you want, but it's not divided into clear levels. So if you want to go into an air vent, you can up somewhere you've got, you don't need to be. It's non-linear. But straight away you can see some flaws with this game, and some positives. All the corridors seem really narrow unless you're in an open room. This is causing problems with the xenomorphs themselves, in as when you kill them, the bodies leave a pool of acid. So if you shoot them in a narrow corridor, you generally find you can only fit in shoulder to shoulder. So you really have to think about where you're killing them and leaving the bodies, and this is something Alien Trilogy does well as spacing. This game is also criticised for everything looking the same, which again goes into what I was saying about it being non-linear. Bear in mind, I'm playing this with no inserts in my controls, no guide. I've literally just fired it up and gone for it. It's not a game I'm really familiar with, so I'm sort of diving in the deep end. But it was a game as a kid I saw, and was blown away with. Like I said, Doom was the game to be, and this came along. It was darker, the graphics were better. Even up against Alien Trilogy, I find the xenomorphs actually look more grounded, more well polished in the surroundings. Admittedly, there's not as many enemy types, but graphically this game's astounding. It's one of the games that really showed what the Jaguar had, but it came out a little bit too late. It should have been a release title really, to really get people on board with the Jaguar and make the money. Sadly it wasn't. It was released a little way in. Had this been a release title, Jaguar probably would have got a lot more backing. But funny enough, Doom was released a month after this game. Doom wasn't up to PC standards, should we say. So as you can see here, I'm getting attacked by these xenomorphs. They're relatively silent. This is something that really intrigued me as well. You don't always realise they're there till you're being attacked. With Alien Trilogy, which we'll look at later, the xenomorphs raw at you as they come, so you've got an awareness that they're there. On the whole, the atmosphere of this game is quite amazing. Even today, being a fan of retro games, especially first-person shooters, I can appreciate this game. So as you can see here, I'm just trying to sort of feel my way around, work out where I've got to go. The only thing here is the gameplay seems ever so slow as well. Back in the day, this would have been mind-blowing. Something about the Xenomorphs that they look relatively nice, they look grounded, they don't seem to have an edging on them. The graphics don't look blocky. Whereas Alien Trilogy, I still think some of the enemies look a bit rough. But as I say, without looking into it and knowing all the controls, because I haven't got the inlay for the controller, so I'm not even sure of the buttons. But it's getting really hard now to find out where I've been and where I haven't. I'm really worried about the spacing. So I'm going to have to kill the Xeno, and it's right in front of the door. I mean, luckily it doesn't take a lot out if you're walking over the acid, but it's a little bit frustrating that it is so close quarters. I love the fact as well when you pick up weapons there is voice acting. I think the weapons sound great. Graphically it looks awesome. I'm guessing it's pre-rendered graphics of it looks almost like photographs and then rendered into the game. So yeah, keep getting these pulse rifle ammunition and well, just don't seem to be able to find it just yet. The problem as well is not much of a guide or anything to bring you into it, especially because I've not got the instruction manual. For now though, I just wanted to show the gameplay. I'll probably look into it. I may well come back to this game. Like I say, it is a nice game to play. Difficulty wise though, it's really hard. I mean, before I did this video I had to decide what I was going to do. I thought the best way to look at both games was probably with the human characters. As the Predator and Alien, I got taken out straight away. Nope. That didn't help again. I've gone and shot him in the doorway. Let's see if there's another way round. Nope. See, I didn't even realise there was another one behind me. If you look at the walls and things, it is very much out of an Alien movie. So it's just the design with the corridors being so narrow. Xenomorphs actually look quite chunky in this as well. I just feel this has held up really well over time. Right about now I'm wishing I had the overlays for the controller. More ammo for the gun I've not got. So anyway, I suppose I better cover some of the backstory with this game. Basically, the Marines have found a ship they've brought on board, similar to the derelict from the first Alien movie, obviously infected by Xenos and a living queen. At the same time, they bring it back and dock it. A Predator ship is launched to come hunt down the queen. Hence they're all here. So from what I remember, the game is based on 5 different floors. So the Predator ship's on one, the Alien ship's on another, and there's escape pods. So the idea is to go through as the human, activate the escape pods and the self-destruct, blow everything up and escape. With the predator you're hunting the queen to claim the ultimate trophy, and with the xenomorph the goal is to rescue the queen. She's gone missing, is to recover her from capture. Just what the doctor ordered some more ammo. One of the things I did read up on in this quickly was it spawns health and ammo randomly, so no two games are ever the same. Only the key items really stay where they are, like the security keys. So I've not looked too much into them. I didn't want to come into this game knowing what I was doing in search for spoil it for myself. I do feel I might have to get a guide later on. So we're going to be doing is looking at about 20-25 minutes of gameplay for this game, and then about the same for the Alien Trilogy. But Alien Trilogy is easy to break down because, like I say, it's more traditional level based. Oh, should have known that was coming. They're really sneaky. Oh, and again, he's diving on the doorway. I should really learn to hold back here. For an older game, I can't believe how smooth it actually runs. It's unbelievable. Like I said, the problem is it all kind of looks the same. I'm literally having to use the bollards now to work out where I've been and where I haven't. But this is probably, like I said, this is one of the first times I've played this game. I had a quick go, so I knew the basic buttons, but I have a funny feeling there's a lot more on the inlay pad rather, that I'm missing out on here. So I might see if I can get some of them, or at least a guide of what I'm doing. Because for those who don't know, the Jaguar has a big keypad with additional keys on. Ideal for things like Doom, so you can just select your weapon straight off. Not so ideal if you don't have the inlays. I'm relatively new to the Jaguar. I have been aware of it, I have played in it before, so I'm still exploring. The reason I put this with Alien Trilogy though is, I suppose there will be a comparison video, because they're very similar games, both style wise and with some of the graphics, like the gun. Alien Trilogy seems to have the same sort of pre-rendered hand animation for the pistol, but it's a bit more generous with the ammo. You get unlimited ammo with the pistol. The rate of fire drops, but this game, literally once you're out of ammo, it's game over. Evidently a lot of people were put off by this game, because like I said, Doom was such a big game then. People couldn't get used to the fact of how difficult this game is. It's not just blasting, you know, it's almost survival horror rather than Doom's action. Thing is, although the graphics hold up, I'm not sure many people adapt to the slow gameplay. But back in the day, this is what first-person shooters were like, really. But this is a prime example. You know, this is a top-of-the-range first-person shooter from this sort of era. Bear in mind, this was the era of the Doom clones, so like Dark Forces, Duke Nukem. It's got a fairly good draw distance as well. Obviously some of the bollards and stuff stick out more in the lighting, but as you'll see, Alien Trilogy's got some draw Draw distance issue, sorry. Trying to talk and shoot the alien. I mean, I think they're on the same level. There are things I favour about each game. So I mean, there's definitely a feeling of being lost. I suppose it works well, being, you know, the Marine's background is he's a prisoner. He wakes up from cryo sleep and then ends up finding himself on the station. I mean, it's not groundbreaking storytelling, but nothing like this had really been tried before, especially with the multiple characters. Especially with different playstyle as well. I mean, if you look at Left 4 Dead, it doesn't matter which character you pick up, they all play the same. Whereas here, you know, we're seeing the evolution in the first-person shooter, 3 different characters, 3 different playstyles. One of the more interesting things as well, I suppose I ought to mention, is with the Predator, you only start off with your wrist blades. You have to earn weapons by getting kills, uncloaked. If you're cloaked, you lose what they call honor points. Whereas with the Xeno, you have to use a tactic called cocooning. So you cocoon your enemy and it essentially gives you other lives. So when you die, instead of starting from scratch, as long as the cocoons are at a stage where they're ready, you can respawn from that position. Oh. So the thing is, well, the Xenos are quite rapid in this game. I mean, I came into it on the understanding they weren't going to be on the ceilings and things. Even Alien Trilogy sort of lacks that. Does keep you on edge though, knowing how limited the ammo is and how silent the Xenos are. It really does feel like they're just popping up. Oh, there's a few in here by the looks of it. Oh, I was trying to be cocky and get them to lay on top of each other. Ah, elevator. Let's have a quick look around for each other. Oh, definitely not been in here. Ah, that was lousy shooting. Oh, what the heck, let's go up. See what one of the other floors has to offer. Sub-level 2. So I really haven't got a clue what I'm aiming for. I'm just almost running around just trying to explore the game on my own. Probably not the best way to have done this, but I'm guessing I can't activate it. To find a key.
Access denied.
I wonder if there's a side door or anything. Probably push my luck if there was. Oh, damn, it's gonna be hard with all these close corridors. See, there's just no way getting around it. Even try going down the side there. I need to really figure out this vent mechanic as well. Something I'm going to have to look into. Like I said about the instruction manuals. I feel like I'm on like upward battle here. Still nothing wrong with going in and taking the plunge. Yes, it's going to be, yeah. So I'm guessing all of these command doors are probably going to be the same. I'll check them all anyway, just in case. It's going to be really annoying to come around here and realise I can't get into anywhere. Really is a bit overwhelming though how much it all does look the same. I mean, luckily because I came up in the lift, I can use the lift as my reference point. Apparently if you save this game as well and reload it, it will randomise all the items as if you died.
Access denied.
Oh, can't get to the armory. That's a shame. This is probably that's not where the pulse rifle is. Oh, there's nowhere to really shoot this. If I bring it down here a bit, though, I might be able to get into open space. Swing and a miss. Oh, there we go. So I'm back where I were, I guess.
Access denied.
Maybe not. Maybe that's is that a different elevator? I don't remember the door being jammed. I haven't seen any bodies yet either. Maybe there's one at either end of the corridor then. I can see now a little bit why people are got slightly frustrated by it. It is really hard to find your bearings when only the important doors seem to have the markings on. This is going to be locked too. I need all these different security keys in for here. So I'm really wasting my time with this floor. Hoping there's not too much more around. I seem to be lacking in ammo.
Access denied. Access denied.
Oh. I think being in a tight corridor, I'd have a better shot at killing him. Oh, here we go, more acid damage.
Access denied.
Running out of ammo and just wasting shots now. This is not good. Right, that looks like we've done a full circuit now. There must be a lift on either end. Oh! Oh. Really need some ammo pickup. Doesn't seem to be anything around here.
Access denied.
I'll come down here, and if not, I'm going to make a run back to the lift, go somewhere. Oh, oh no. Oh, I really need to get this back to the corridor. Can't get this door to shut. Right, well, it's not moving anywhere, so I think this is going to be inevitable death. So I might just let this sucker in and see what happens when we die. But I don't think it was too bad for a first real bash at this game. I have to have a look online to see. This is what I mean. You get to look at these fluid animations. A tail, that's a claw. Oh well, that wasn't bad. I think it showed you the purpose it needed to do, which was show off the game a little bit. Oh, question is now, are you ready for Alien Trilogy? So that was a look at Alien v Predator on the Jaguar. Due to its success and, well, you saw the graphical quality, it wouldn't be long for a predecessor to come along, let's face it. And that was Alien Trilogy. A game that was released on the Sega Saturn, PlayStation and the PC. It was the one I played more as a kid. It's meant to cover all three films, but in a sort of backwards way. You start off in the colony from Aliens, which apparently is on the same planet as the prison. Then you break up from the prison into the bone ship from the first Alien movie. So it's a bit of a backwards way of doing it, but it takes liberties with the story to make it work. All around though, good game, as we shall see as we go back to space. So here we go then, this is the PlayStation version of Alien Trilogy. This is the one I grew up with. I have played the Saturn version, other than graphics and a few control issues. It's relatively the same game. I've never played the PC version. So as you can see, the texturing is a little bit rougher, but it's wider. than the Alien v Predator one. The textures aren't quite as smooth. If you look, this is what I'm on about with the pre-rendered hand on the pistol. So it takes a very similar style. Unlike the Jaguar as well, straight into the action. Even gives you a mission briefing. So I'm a bit more familiar with this game, so you're probably going to notice this playthrough is a lot quicker, although I'm not just going to charge through, I will explore the levels. Normally I'll just fly through this level in about 2 minutes, but I'm literally going to walk up every corridor, just so you get a feel for it. Same as level 2, and as far as we get within the sort of 20 minute to half hour limit. Especially here, there's a lot of breakables as well. You can break crates open to get bits and bobs. At the minute we're looking for a shotgun to blow the barrels up, which is part of the mission objective. Okay, so these facehuggers, they can jump onto the screen. You can see by using the motion tracker, they're quite nippy as well. This is definitely one thing that was improved over Alien v Predator is the frame rate and the gameplay rate. Doesn't seem as sluggish. I mean, the textures aren't too bad. In regards to the build-up, if you get too close to them, obviously they look awful. But like the overhead signs and the way the tiny goes is really good. A bit mood lighting as well. Actually feels like you're in the Asteron colony, Hadley Hope. There should be an adult Xeno somewhere. Here it is, a couple of them in the store. So I mean, they don't look as polished. I suppose the dark lighting helps to hide a lot of this, but as you get closer, you can see how blocky the animation really is. Interestingly enough, they're more upright in here. I mean, you get to the Alien 3 section, like a dog alien version. It runs around on all fours, it's really slow. The Jaguar one seems to have them sort of stooped down. So here they're definitely more bipedal. For those who have played this game before, you've noticed I'm playing without the music on. Generally, some of the music's okay, a lot of it is pants. There's one level on the bone ship which just sounds like a load of sploshing and slimy sort of noises. So I prefer to play without, I think it's got better atmosphere. So many aliens in this game. It almost, in comparison to Alien v Predator, where it was slow and a slow build up, you can feel the tension. Here, you're straight in there with the aliens. Pistols pretty much useless against xenomorphs. The amount of facehuggers as well. Like I said, they're rather nimble. Have a habit of sneaking out of places. I think the lighting helps as well, but definitely more action focused. I'm not saying this game isn't scary, it has its moments, so if it pops out, first time you see a facehugger attack, wow, that scared me as a kid, that was shocking. But by this point things have moved on in the 2 years from Doom. Doom was no longer the daddy as such. Although I've always got a fond place for it in my heart. See, I like the way the Xenos are hidden in the dark, but it also helps to hide the poor draw distance. I mean, it's not overly bad. There are worse games out there. But this motion tracker really is your best friend in this game. There we go. So that's level 1. Normally I'll do it a lot quicker. I'll just run through that first set of barrels to the main door, grab the battery, run down that corridor. But I really want to show this game off so you can see some of the lighting effects. If I run through it too fast, you're not going to be able to take all that in. So this level gets a little bit trickier. Because if you don't do enough in the mission as well, you can be forced to repeat. So you really have to bear in mind the objectives. Here we've got to take out secret walls. I'm really going to take a slower run with this, activate all the doors, all the offices and stuff. Show you as much as I can of this game. So you know it's going to be deadly as well. They have this side-to-side motion that's really hard to track and keep up with. Steam traps. Somehow I still managed to get caught by that. One thing it is a bit OTT is the rate of fire with that pistol and the shotgun. But later on you really do need that, I suppose. It gets really tough. See, things like this just slow down the game pace way too much. So this is one of the secret walls. I think there's a flamethrower in here somewhere if I remember correctly. There we go. Oh. That's another thing as well, in a corridor, if you think you've cleared it, go to make a return trip, it's like there you saw the body, that's where we fought the other Xeno. Don't be surprised to find another enemy, they just seem to pop up here. Quick blip with the flamethrower. Great weapon. If you do it normally, you don't get it till a little bit later on. If you don't go for the secret walls. The only thing with this game is close quarters. It'll be a bit tight. Also, a lot of these crates, and if you realise already, have face huggers in them. But you blow them out in mass, sort of step back and get ready. Because there's 2 or 3 face huggers in there. Single one shouldn't be too bad as long as you're not too close to the boxes. But it can cause a few issues. So that was a bit cheap, waiting inside the door for me. Keep you on edge. So this is one of the bits I don't particularly like, it's a bit too close quarters down here. We'll see how we get on. Oh, there we go, 2 Xenos straight away. Oh, and a face hugger. Managed to get him out of the way. The two of them as well, when you're fighting the bigger xenomorphs, these face huggers tend to try to sneak up. The AI here is super aggressive. Try to do everything from a distance. There you go, see if I get myself enough room to get ready for this face hugger. Don't want to waste too much shotgun ammo on him though. There's the battery. Get what he switched on. It powers up a few of the doors. I should really do a guide, I suppose, to this game. Again, same with the Jaguar version, be careful of acid from the bodies. This game doesn't seem to be as forgiving with that though. Perhaps we'll save that for later, we'll see how we get on. There we go, the motion tracker's going nuts. It's got to be a face hugger. Nope. So, you know, sometimes you can kind of guess by how quick the motion is. Honestly, I might have to see if I can get a hold of a PC version of this game to see if it was any better. So this uses the old-fashioned PlayStation controllers with your sidestep being on the top. At some point we'll look at the follow-up to this game, which was Alien Resurrection, which is a very mediocre game. Runs into a lot of production problems, they just sort of threw something together. I mean, it is okay. The most important thing came out of it, it was slated for its control system using twin analog sticks, which turned out to be adapted by every other first-person shooter developer. I think that was one of the saving graces of it. It really did change things. So I remember trying to play Duke Nukem on the ps1 after playing the PC version. Having to use the shoulder buttons to look up and down is a bit of a nightmare. Obviously the PlayStation analog controller wasn't out then, but not a lot of people used them like that anyway. I mean, Medal of Honor was out when the analog was out, but never really utilised it like Alien Resurrection did. Let's see how many facehuggers we've got in here. Oh, so there's another thing as well, hit detection's not always great. Yeah, that should have taken some of these out. Plenty of ammo there, so as much as it's annoying to get a facehugger, it is worth it. Get the shotgun ammo and stuff. Is it coming back in? Yeah. Problem is, facehuggers are really, really fast, hard to track. As all of the aliens into this side-by-side thing, side-to-side thing as well. They don't tend to come straight on unless it's a narrow map. And that's the second level done. Oh, missed out on a few aliens there, all the secrets and all the mission. Just quickly save it. There we go. So I'll quickly show you this level. This is like a stock up level. You get a few of these throughout the game. Basically the area is going to explode. You've got 60 seconds to get as much ammo as possible. I really can't remember the way around. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some secret stuff I'm not picking up on, but I should be okay. Got quite a lot of ammo as it is. When the 60 seconds runs out, you don't actually die, you get pulled out. So you should just take your time getting everything you can. Your health and ammo back up. There you go, there's the exit already. I'm just going to wrangle the last few bits. And then I'll leave Alien Trilogy alone. Unless you guys want to hang around, I will do a bit of a spoiler and show you a Queen battle. Unfortunately, these are pretty much cut and paste for the end of each of the respective films. I will, if you're leaving, I'll see you later. If not, hang around and we'll have a spoiler and show you the Queen battle. Okay, so you've had your warning. I'll give you a couple more seconds if you don't want to see the boss for the Acheron section of the game. Right, go away now. If not, this is the Queen battle. Like I said, this is a cut and paste for each section, just for a different background. None of the queens are any harder than the others, just sort of the location of the eggs. So just to make this more interesting, I have used a cheat to get here, and I've got unlimited ammo and health. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Good job. I was just saying that actually, just so you guys can see what it's actually like. Apparently the Queen on Alien v Predator is a lot harder than this. Basically, I've put the cheats on just to rush through. Normally, I take my time, take all these eggs out really slowly, but it can be a bit time consuming if you want to do it without dying. So basically I'm just going to come in here and blitz everything. I think this was the only real disappointing thing, was the Queen battle. It literally was sort of change the location, same setup with the bosses. But if they left the Queen right till the end of all three games, it would have been perfect, because it's not like you can pick which chapter you do. You see there's loads of eggs everywhere. I do feel though that the eggs should have been placed close together. I mean, in hindsight, it's probably easy to say. There's probably a programming reason for that. Like I said, with the draw distance, maybe you can only have a certain amount of eggs on screen at any one time. However, the last Alien battle is sort of an open warehouse, so there's a bit more danger, and it does seem to have a few more eggs. Which don't seem to be bunched up like you'd expect. The only thing is here, with the platform, it is easy to fall off and end up in a patch of eggs. And the Queen doesn't seem very aggressive either. I mean, you can just see her there chilling. She'll literally stay that way until I shoot her. Goofy graphic there, where whichever way you look, the Queen's staring at you when she's attached to the egg sac. So she can literally do a 180 on that. Queen does just feel a little bit rushed in this game. You'll see now when finally she gets off her backside. So for as tall as she is, she's really not that much more powerful than one of the other Xenos. You usually spam with them by standing on his leg. But yeah, there's something I don't like about the Alien Queen design here. I think she looks amazing when she's on her egg sacs and she gets off. I don't know. It doesn't seem that aggressive to look at. So she does zigzagging as well, but if you shoot her into sort of the draw zone, sometimes she can just disappear. You almost have to hunt her down. She's stuck on her own platform there. We go. That's the Queen dead. I suppose it wasn't too much of a spoiler anyway, because I did blitz it with cheats. But yeah, that was the cut and paste boss fight that they used pretty much for every end of section. Well, that's bringing us towards the end of our video, so I hope you've enjoyed this look at both games. Be sure to join us next time. I'm going to take a step back. I think I'm going to cover Alien 3 on the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo. So until next time, stay good, stay gaming. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.